team at scoring inside the arc. They take high percentage shots. They're a great 2-point field goal percentage team. If they can keep their turnovers around 10, I think Loyola Chicago wins this basketball game.
Yeah, like Wally said, listen, VCU is going to be able to guard you and disrupt you no matter where they're at, but it is different being at home than it is on the road. There is a lot of data that shows officials are often influenced by home crowds, so VCU won't have that advantage tonight, but I still suspect they're going to turn Loyola Chicago over quite a bit. That's what they do to everybody.
VCU at Loyola with a point guard matchup setting the tone. Ace Baldwin Jr. leads the VCU Rams against Braden Norris and the Loyola Ramblers. It's the first meeting, VCU at Loyola. With the great Pete Gillen, I'm Carter Blackburn. And Pete, two teams who are used to winning basketball, the first ever matchup between VCU and Loyola at last.
Both Loyola Chicago and VCU have great basketball traditions. Loyola won the national title card at 1963, 2018 Final Four. VCU went to the Final Four in 2011. Loyola beat Clemson, the top team in the ACC this year, okay? And VCU won 6 out of 7. They're on fire. Maybe the best game of the year against Davidson. This is going to be fun.
A change in the starting five for VCU. We'll see Nick Kern Jr., the sophomore in the starting five, trying to get off to a better start. Slow starts have been an issue for the Rams. Meanwhile, for Loyola, Braden Norris runs the point. Marquise Kennedy has been a big boost at the 2. The VCU Rams, coached by Mike Rhodes, now in his 6th season. 2 trips to the NCAA tournament in 2019 and 2021. Assault the paint is what Mike Rhodes said his VCU Rams need to do tonight, and that is beginning from the opening tip. Strangely enough, Pete, this has been a VCU team that has been slow starting, including even though they won the game against Davidson, it was a slow start against Davidson as well.
Yeah, that's why Mike Rhodes, as you mentioned, changed the lineup. We got to get a little different chemistry to start the game. It's a 40-minute game, but you don't want to dig a ditch. But having an excellent year so far. 6 out of 7. Great win against Davidson. Might be the best game of the year in their last contest. So they're on fire right now, but on the road is very difficult in a good league like the A-10.
Alston DeLoach jumps center. VCU controls the opening tip, and it's right into the hands of Ace Baldwin Jr., who missed the first 5 games of the year with a wrist injury. And you see all the numbers offensively better for VCU. No question that has to do with Baldwin getting healthy on the floor for the Rams.
He's the cream in the coffee, the salt in the stew, the cream cheese on the bagel, the cinnamon in the cappuccino card. He's everything for them.
DeLoach in tight, and that's Johns, who's fouled early on. Johns, the grad transfer from Michigan. The foul's on Schweiger.
Johns played 4 years at Michigan, so he's used to good competition with a big addition to the Rams.
Baldwin versus Norris, the point guard matchup.
Well, it was a man-to-man, which they play 90% of the time. They change once in a while. They're mainly a man team, but they've been struggling, God, as you know, for man defense.
Baldwin misses the long 3 with the shot clock winding down. Norris has the rebound.
Teams are averaging 87 points a game so far in conference play against Loyola Chicago.
Kennedy nearly walked.
Yep.
The defense of VCU versus the turnover-prone Loyola Ramblers. Alston misses his first look, boarded by Jalen DeLoach. Back into the hands of Baldwin. Baldwin with the lob. DeLoach with the catch and finish. Count the bucket with a foul on Tom Welch.
Ace Baldwin over 6 assists a game. 6.5 assists. Shot fake, goes to the hoop. Trying to pick him up hard. Throws it up to DeLoach. Nice finish for the big guy. Got to get the big guys the ball early in the game, Carter, as you know, or they go on strike. They don't rebound. They don't run the floor. They don't block shots. Here comes a full court pressure now. Those got to be very careful. Average 16.5 turnovers a game, which is one of the worst in the country.
Here comes the pressure from VCU in the backcourt. Kern trying to turn it up. Loyola able to get it across. Alston spins, and Alston misses his second look. Boarded by Welch, who's there on the stick back.
Yep. The team pressures you, Carter. You got to make them pay. You got to score against the press. Lighten it up, though. Still press probably with VCU because that's in the DNA, but they'll lighten up a little bit if you attack the press to score.
The other glaring number in the matchup, Loyola giving up 88 points a game in A-10 play.
It's amazing. Much better than that.
On this floor, gave up 97 to GW in their A-10 debut. DeLoach misses the turnaround. Welch looking for Alston on the post.
Keep going to Alston. It's a tough matchup. He's too quick for Johns.
Norris finds Welch inside, rejected by DeLoach.
DeLoach, a great athlete. Very emotional player. Nice pump fake. Come from behind. Terrific block. VCU's an excellent defensive team.
Norris lines up the three behind a good screen. Norris knocks down the triple.
50th senior is their leader.
A career 44% three-point shooter. Johns, bumped by Alston, play on. Norris in the backcourt, hounded by Baldwin. Kennedy on to Welch. Welch backing in, poked away by Johns. Rams on the run. Johns gives it up to Nunn for three in transition. Off of Alston, Ramblers bring it back. Kept alive by Shriver, the freshman.
Two early turnovers. They got to take care of the ball better. Coach Mike Rhodes did a fabulous job at VCU. Keys to the game.
Take a look at the keys to the game for Loyola.
Knock down threes, very important. All right, and ball security. Take care of the rock. Big problem. 16 turnovers a game for Loyola, one of the worst in the country. Drew Valentine, one of the youngest D1 coaches, 31 years old, Carl.
Foul on the floor, bails out Loyola. It's Jalen DeLoach getting his first. He'll take an early seat on the VCU bench.
It's a big loss. VCU's very deep, but DeLoach is a key card of the team.
Wilson stops on the baseline. Cut off by David Shriver. His first look of the game for Shriver. And another foul on the floor. Let's take a look at the VCU keys to the game.
Well, VCU is very important now. What they have to do is take care of the rock. They have 15 turnovers a game and create points off Loyola turnovers. So the defense has to get their offense going for Coach Mike Rhodes here.
Norris off the bounce. Wilson knocks down the three off the good look from Braden Norris.
They make threes, they're very dangerous. We talked about it, Carter. They beat Clemson already. It was 5-0 in the ACC because they made threes that game.
Wilson, the grad transfer from Lehigh. Kern missed it. Boarded by Shriver. Shriver out of bounds off of VCU, sending us to an official
11 new
timeout.
guys. All right, they have name tags most of the time at practice, Carter. I mean, that's tough. 11 new guys. It's tough to build that chemistry. And I think they will, but it's just going to take time.
Reversed the call when they went to the monitor saying out of bounds off of VCU. Tipped. Shriver runs it down.
I like Shriver. Red shirt freshman.
Kennedy for three. Third made three in the early going for Loyola. (11-2) the run. Watkins takes a bump. Boarded by Kennedy.
Would have got hit card on that one.
Kennedy pulls it back out. Norris comes to grab it.
Right now, VCU's 1 for 7 from the field. 14%. Credit to Loyola defense, which has been much criticized.
Shriver cut off. Norris finds a slipping Welch at the rim. Good look again from Norris.
Here we go again for VCU, Carter. Slow start for a very good team.
Ace Baldwin Jr. finds Johns inside. It's taken away. And given right back. Nunn fouled on the way to the hoop. Well, this continues the trend of slow starts for the VCU Rams, including the win at Davidson. They were down 10-0 early, came back and won that one. And they have, in fact, you look at the 3-1 record, the only loss is to Duquesne, down by 22 early on.
Yeah, they come back. Navy 11-0, LaSalle 7-0, yep. VCU's a very talented team. They're long, they're athletic, they've experience, they can hurt you inside, outside, they're very deep. It's a terrific VCU team, but it's streaky like a lot of teams.
Jaden Nunn gets the first of 2.
VCU's got to get turnovers, Carter. The defense gets their offense going. You got to get deflections, steals, block shots. So if he makes this free throw now, you get into their hard pressure defense.
Missed it. Break for Loyola. Norris brings it across on Baldwin. Schweiger on the wing. Gets past Watkins, ripped away by Shriver. Shriver had the hot hand on Saturday versus Davidson.
Tremendous offensive player. Good steal by Shriver.
Back cut, Baldwin all the way to the rim. DeLoach gets the assist.
Tough matchup for Braden Norris going against Baldwin. Baldwin's so quick, so athletic. Norris is a fine player, but he's got his hands full this evening.
Golden has it tipped away, out of bounds off of VCU. The Ramblers going to keep it.
Schweiger goes in there. Shriver with a pick. Yep, they push it ahead. Nice back cut. Ace Baldwin, first team preseason All A-10. Excellent defense, excellent offense by the Rams.
Nearly a third straight turnover by Loyola.
I'd get agita, Carter, if I had 3 turnovers in a row.
Golden, the transfer from Butler, in tight, off the window, missed it. Ordered by DeLoach. Ace Baldwin Jr. brings it up for VCU. Watkins on the wing. It's tipped away by Wilson. And out of bounds off of Watkins. Excellent defense.
Good hands, yep. Deflection. Jamie Lucky, the Final Four official, made the call right on top of it. Yep, look at the monitor.
Zeb Jackson, the Michigan transfer, into the game for VCU. DeLoach cut off. That's out of bounds off Loyola. VCU keeps it. Nearly taken away by Quinn. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Jackson gives it up. DeLoach hoists it and nearly hits it. Alston has the rebound.
Loyola's got to get the ball to Alston. Get him the rock. Leading scorer, leading rebounder for the Ramblers. He can't guard you. Shriver can't guard him. He's slow.
Quinn on the wing, Quinn in the paint. Ripped away by Jackson.
Quinn's a freshman. He's got to take care of the ball. Much better than that. Very talented.
Zeb Jackson nearly walks. Finds it cutting. Watkins who draws a foul.
Real good momentum right now for VCU, mainly because of the defense. Defense is getting their offense reinvigorated.
First on Bryce Golden. Jameer Watkins, who missed last year with an ACL injury. Last year, VCU won 22 games, narrowly missed the NCAA tournament, went to the NIT, won a game, beating Princeton.
Played without Ace Baldwin, as you know, first 8 games. ACL, which he had in the spring. We've had some injury problems, and Coach Mike Rhodes done a fabulous job overcoming a lot. Drew Valentine, a young rising star in the profession. There's the press. They look to double in the backcourt now. They're trying to come after Norris. Here they come.
Foul called on Jackson, however.
That's important how the referees call the game. They let a lot go, advantage VCU because they're so physical, so athletic. They call it tight, that helps the Loyola Ramblers.
Kennedy comes out to get it. Welch rarely misses.
No, exactly. Shoots Mace to the rim, like 77% coming into the game. Not chucking and ducking much, Carter. He's in the paint trying to shoot.
Jackson tips. VCU keeps it out of bounds off of Welch.
Like they doubled. He faked. Nice poise. Veteran with the left hand. Very nice finish. Welch 85% on 2-point shots. Forget about it. I would get him the ball more, Carter. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm not even the draw, but I would get him the rock. He's going to score that much. There's a double.
Excellent ball movement. Watkins unable to finish. Kennedy comes away with it for Loyola. Marquise Kennedy. Schweiger off the bounce. Schweiger, that is blocking foul called.
As the final buzzer sounds, of course, we want to see that big W by the Ramblers side of the board. So, amen, God bless us, and go Ramblers.
The opening prayer from Sister Jean at 103 years old. We had the pleasure of meeting Sister Jean before the game, sharp as ever.
She was great, Carter. Sharp as ever. God bless her. 103 years old, as you mentioned. Talking to the team, a great inspiration, and it was an honor for us to meet Sister Jean and spend a few minutes with her.
And a new book out with our Seth Davis. So Sister Jean with the lessons that she has learned in the first 103 years of life, as she likes to put it.
Yeah, she's wonderful. God bless her.
Happy with the early start for Loyola, 18-9 on VCU. 5 different players have a field goal for Loyola, 6 assists on 7 made field goals. It's the largest lead at Loyola for 9.
And 3 for 3 from downtown for Loyola. The mismatch, get the ball to Johns, get him the big fella, let him touch it, no!
DeLoach turns it over, nearly gets it back. On the deck, Johns runs it down. Loose ball, still loose. All out fight for it, won by Loyola. Welch comes away finally with the loose ball. Into the corner. Air ball on the 3 from Schweiger. The first miss from 3 for the Ramblers. Tough runner goes from Baldwin.
Baldwin's got to take over. Leading scorer, first team preseason, all A-10. He's got to be very aggressive offensively, help his teammates out.
Braden Norris got a break, so Kennedy running the point right now. Norris is going to come back at the next buzzer for Loyola.
Yeah. Norris Carter plays 37 minutes a game, as you know.
Foul on Watkins away from the ball.
The late, great Chuck Daly said shooting makes up for a multitude of sins. Norris from downtown, bang! Here we go, kicking out. Merrill, boom! Kick it out to the corner. Marquise Kennedy, bang! 3 for 4 from downtown. They have to make threes if they want to beat this very talented VCU Rams team.
Norris picks up his dribble, so needs some help. Wilson comes out to give it to him. Norris finds Alston. That was shot clock violation. Didn't get it off in time.
Credit the defense by the Rams. That's what they hang their hat on.
5 turnovers for Loyola.
VCU holds their opponents to 64 points a game, Carter, which is fabulous.
DeLoach in the hands of Johns. Ripped away by Kennedy inside, sending the Ramblers on the run again. Kennedy rejected. Foul called, however. On Watkins, his second.
Johns attacks the basket from behind. Marquise Kennedy. Young man's been injured a lot. He was great last year at the end of the season in the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament title. Did a great job attacking the basket. Fouled when he's going to the hoop. St. Thomas with the foul.
Watkins called for his second, so he's going to have to sit. Kennedy, the senior from Chicago, brother Rice, fought through hamstring and knee injuries, missed the first month last year.
He was a six-man last year. Now he's starting, back healthy.
Off the free throw miss. Loyola with a rebound and the second chance on the trip. Norris into the paint. Norris, tough floater. Out of bounds off VCU. Loyola ball, but with just 3 to shoot. Win back into the game for the Ramblers, in for Kennedy. Norris into Welch. He's going to have to heave it from long range. Another shot clock violation. And that goes down as the 6th Loyola turnover.
Yep. And no time and score. Good defense by the Rams, forcing the pass way out to half court. We're going to pick and roll now. Want the catalyst to be Baldwin Jr. Attack the basket. Keep attacking.
There's the pick. DeLoach on the roll. John's going to take it off the dribble and one. With a foul on Alston.
Good spacing. John's very versatile, big guy. Good call, stepped in.
It's a big second foul on Alston at the 9:21 mark.
Yeah, that really hurts the Ramblers. Leading scorer, leading rebounder for Loyola, Philip Alston. Yeah, very frustrated.
Johns gets the free throw. VCU sets up the pressure. Kern, who got his first start of the season in the backcourt.
Up the trap.
Loyola gets around the pressure. Wilson leads it in.
Nice job. Use the rim as a protector on that. Gonna make them pay when they gamble, when they double team in the backcourt or in the front court.
DeLoach, back cut. Nunn takes a tumble.
VCU's doing a great job back cutting. Loyola's overplaying a lot of the passing lanes. The Rams are going back door and making them pay.
Fouls on Wilson, his first. Sending Nunn to the free throw line. Jaden Nunn, the sophomore from Flint, Michigan. Averages 9 points, nearly 3 assists per game. Actually leads him in steals. Baldwin leads in steals per game. Shriver back in. Nunn gets the second.
Really trying to deny the inbound pass.
Oh, taken away. Nunn pokes it. Off the shot fake, Nunn. No shot. Fouls on the floor is the call.
The freshman, Jalen Quinn, not ready for this type of pressure. Great job attacking the basket. Jaden Nunn, 6'4" sophomore. Jalen Quinn's a good player, Carter, but he's not quite ready for this intense pressure. Too many turnovers early in the season for him.
Bonus already at the 8:50 mark, so 1-1 for none. Foul on Quinn, his first. After another slow start for VCU, Nunn has a chance to cut it to 3.
Pressure slowly getting to Loyola.
An 8-2 run for VCU.
The trap in the backcourt.
Schweiger gets it across to Kennedy.
Big possession now for the Ramblers.
Kennedy has it poked away by Johns, and then Kennedy compounds it with a foul. First on Kennedy, 1-1 coming.
So they got to keep the ball in Braden Norris' hands as much as possible.
Johns gets the first.
Transfer from Michigan card, 4 years he played there. Played the NCAA tournament, a lot of experience.
He had Mike Rhodes saying he's playing a much different role for VCU than he played for Michigan, so experience, yes, but needing to be a lead scorer for this VCU team. Ten seconds in the backcourt.
Loyola might have to gamble, Carter, and think about putting Philip Alston back in again. You know, it's a gamble. Here we go, double team, pivoting. Yep, good call.
9th Loyola turnover. VCU points off turnovers, 10-0. Baldwin. Johns catches and bails him out, and we're even at 20.
Want to pick and roll now. Try to get Norris into the lane.
Norris.
Kennedy can take Johns now. Got a big man on a 6'2" guard.
Norris steps back. Whoa! And buries a huge 3 from Braden Norris.
Giant shot.
Tipped away. Going to call it a backcourt violation. It gets a backcourt violation indeed. 6 steals by the Rams.
Yeah.
They average 9 steals a game.
Yeah.
9 field goals, 9 turnovers for Loyola. And yet, Loyola by 3 points.
Yep. And they're shooting 60% from the field, which is great. 4 for 5 from three-point land, but you can't win if you keep turning it over. It's like a bakery at times. Too many turnovers.
Drew Valentine saying the turnover is just a lack of discipline in his words.
Yeah, lack of experience. You got to read where the defense is. You got to fake a pass, Carter, to make a pass. Fake a pass before you make a pass most of the time, especially when the defense is right in your grill.
Out of the timeout, Kennedy finds Norris on the wing. Schweiger gives it up. Wilson. Shot clock winding down. Schweiger, that's another turnover. Shot clock violation. Turnover number 10. Frustrating Drew Valentine.
No question about it. Jamero Wilson's putting it through his legs, around his back. Can't do that. Oh, the shot clock is running down.
Baldwin into the post. DeLoach gets fouled by Schweiger.
Yeah. DeLoach is tough. Rams got to look for him more. DeLoach is tough to guard. Terrific athlete, long and talented.
The foul on Schweiger, his second. Sunday at noon Eastern, don't miss the women's Ramblers squad in action as they travel to face the Rhode Island Rams right here on CBS Sports Network. VCU stellar at getting to the free throw line. 9th in the nation in free throws attempted.
They're always in attack mode. Off the bounce, transition, offensive boards. Very aggressive team. Starts with Ace Baldwin Jr., the fabulous point guard.
14 free throws in the first half for VCU. 10 for 14 from the line. VCU hasn't made it 3 in the game. Kennedy air ball right in the hands of Kern.
If I'm Loyola, I'm getting back Phil Alston to the game. I know it's a gamble.
Back cut, Kern off the look from Baldwin. VCU on top. After Loyola led by as many as 9. It was a 5-point advantage when Alston got his second foul at the 9:21 mark. Fouls on Nunn, his first. Two shots coming from Marquise Kennedy. The third leading scorer for Loyola. Only 1 point from the stripe for Loyola in this first half, so the free throw line advantage big time for VCU.
Big disparity. They've been the more aggressive team.
The way Mike Rhodes puts it, attack the paint. That's what VCU has done. Everything has been inside.
Yep.
No threes. It's been twos and free throws.
Yep. Good back cuts. Good ball movement.
DeLoach picks up his dribble. Nunn. Jackson gives it up. Nunn down the baseline. Floater goes for Jaden Nunn, the sophomore from Flint, Michigan.
Sheldon Evans got beat twice, Carter. Defend better. 6'4" junior.
Edwards back cut. Norris lay in. Even again at 26.
Great pass by Edwards.
Nunn attacks. Back-to-back buckets for Nunn.
Very talented player.
Norris breaks the pressure. Welch tries the back cut and throws it away for turnover number 11 by Loyola.
That's frustrating. It's a tough play. Just do what you do best. Welch is a good player, but it's a long pass in traffic.
It's been a tough recipe that you pointed out before the game started. The VCU defense against the Loyola team that turns it over.
Not a good combination. Two opposites. Great defense against a team that's shaky with the ball. 16 turnovers a game, Carter. We got 11 now. Pick it up or it's going to be a tough evening.
Nunn cuts off the dribble, back to Baldwin. Baldwin takes the three. And it's first made three of the game for VCU.
Baldwin thought he got hit. Talking to the official. We're going to pick and roll now. Pick and roll with Welch.
There's Welch slipping.
Good move. He slipped the screen guard, as you said. He set the pick, then he slipped. Nice pass.
Baldwin misses the two. VCU had scored on 5 straight trips before the Baldwin miss.
Always got to slow the tempo down. VCU's more athletic, they're deeper, better offensive team, with more patience.
got a moving screen. That's going to go down as another turnover. It'll be the 12th turnover by Loyola. After another slow start for the Rams, VCU by 3. And it has been points in the paint that's turned things around for VCU.
They're doing a great job back cutting Carter. Here we get the ball now to Ace Baldwin at the top of the key here. He gets it. All right. Now starts bringing it over here. All right. I'll tell you when to freeze it. All right, hold it right there. Edwards is looking at the ball. Has no idea where his man. His man goes back door. History. Baldwin, tremendous play. 6 a game. Edwards has no clue where his man is. Nice finish inside by the Rams. All right, Nick Kern Jr. with a nice finish. Now, 18-10. Philip Alston Carter, as you know, no points, nada. All right, they're down 3, which is not much. Would you put him in a second? I would put him in. I know it's a gamble, but you don't want to let this game get away in the last 3:30. He's your best player, your leading scorer. It is a gamble, but I would put him back. But only the coach knows his player. If he's too aggressive, he could get his 3rd foul, which would be, very bad. But I would do that. I'm afraid I'd lose contact now these last 3 or 4 minutes.
Got that 2nd foul at the 9:21 mark. VCU turns it over out of the timeout.
They have 15 turnovers a game also, so they have to improve in that category.
Golden into the hands of Shriver. Ripped away, DeLoach lost it on the deck. That is out of bounds to VCU. Shriver couldn't grab it.
Got to get fouled at that time. There's a lot of contact. Got to be strong with the ball now. Refs are doing a good job, but see what happens. It's tough to tell from this angle, but DeLoach might have fouled.
Turnover number 13 for Loyola.
They average 16 a game, so tough to win in a good league like the A-10. Many turnovers.
DeLoach banging with Golden. Fouls on the floor on Golden. That's his 2nd, and the fouls are really stacking up for Loyola.
Yeah. Well,
2 on Shriver, 2 on Golden, 2 on Alston.
If I'm Loyola, Carter, I'm considering a 2-3 zone. You play some zone, all right? That's what I would do. Play some zone, keep them away from the foul line. That's why you do the zone, so they can't live in the foul line.
Coming up on AT&T 5G at the half, we'll get you caught up on all the latest in college basketball, plus highlights and stats from our game with A.J. Ross, Wally Zerbiak, Renee Montgomery, and Gary Parrish. That's coming up on AT&T 5G at the half. DeLoach gets the 2nd.
Lola's fortunate, Carter. They're only down 4 points with this many turnovers. The double. That's a foul.
Reach-in foul on Jackson.
Jackson's very aggressive. Transfer from Michigan. Tremendous athlete. Good call. Yep, 2 fouls. It wasn't a brutal foul, but you can't hit him.
2nd foul on Jackson. Norris, who's a 78% free throw shooter, has a 1-and-1. Braden Norris over 1,000 career points. Scored 18 versus Stanford. A team that hasn't won a game since December 18th. Win over Albany. 0-3 in the A-10. 4 straight losses overall.
I like it. Don't press. Probably go back to the zone. Let's see if they go zone, Carter. Yep. Little zone. I like it. They might score. But so many times in the first possession when the team changes defense, other teams does not score. We'll see what happens.
Baldwin takes a 3. Golden finishes off the possession with a rebound. So VCU doesn't score against the zone.
Great job by Drew Valentine. Change the pace. They did that to keep him off the foul line. They were carving up there man-to-man.
Wilson in tight. Golden turns it over.
Oh,
number 14.
Great D by the Rams. If I was coaching, I'd put an ice bag on my head. I got a big head, big ice bag because too many turnovers. Still we can do Golden. He's a good skilled player. I think he was going to pass with one hand. Hey, hey.
This tells the story. 11 fouls by Loyola, 14 turnovers. Playing right into VCU's hands.
Exactly. 1-2-2 zone press. Back to the zone. 1-2-2 zone. The weakness is the corners, Carter, and the high post. Shriver's a terrific shooter now. He's a zone buster, number 35 for the Rams. Get him a touch.
DeLoach at the high post. Missed it badly. Nunn bails him out on the offensive glass.
Yep. Got a rebound. Missed a shot.
The rebounds are now 15-5. Loyola leading. Kennedy on the wing. 8 to shoot. Quinn, lob in tight. Welch finishes. Ten in the game for Welch. Welch bangs.
Yeah, when you play a zone card, it's important that you box out. Here, hold it now. Hold the thing right there. You don't box him out, he'll make you pay. Let's see what happens now. The shot inside. All right, DeLoach misses it. No box out. Nice finish inside. Excellent basket. All right, for Jaden Nunn. 6-4 soft.
And on this trip, a second foul on Welch, adding to the foul trouble for Loyola. 5 Ramblers now have 2 fouls.
Yep, that's why they went to the zone. One of the reasons. Foul trouble. VCU getting a ton of free throws and penetration by the Rams. That's why they're playing the zone. It's been pretty good, but you got to box out of the zone, too.
That's 12 points from the free throw line in the first half for VCU.
Yep.
Alston comes back.
One possession now. I would have put him in a little earlier. You got to be smart, though, Carter, right? You can't charge in like a, right? Bull in a China shop.
Timeout, Loyola. These are the turnover percentage ranks in the NCAA, and after Mike Rhodes' first year, the VCU Rams have really turned up the pressure. And look at the number tonight. 43% of Loyola's possessions have resulted in turnovers.
Amazing. A tremendous defense by Mike Rose and the Rams. Intensity, it's great coaching, terrific playing. He's an outstanding coach, a class guy. We talked to him today, Carter, you and I, at the shoot-around earlier, and he's done a wonderful job at VCU. Long list of great coaches there, but he's up there with them.
Loyola hasn't gone more than 3 minutes without a turnover tonight. Last possession of the half.
Fortunately, they're one of the worst in the country in turning the ball over.
Kennedy on the wing. Back into hands of Norris. Schweiger lost it on the way up. Out of bounds, another turnover. Alston touches with 1 second, so there's going to be 2.7 left here for VCU.
There's no points for the leading scorer for the Ramblers. Credit the defense by VCU. Alston's a tremendous player.
Timeout VCU, so the Rams have another chance to extend the lead here in the first half. VCU has hung fouls on the Ramblers since the opening tip. There are 5 Ramblers with 2 personal fouls, including 4 of Loyola's starters. 2.7 left for VCU.
No touchdown now if you're the Ramblers. No foul, don't breach it.
Norris steals it, feeds it, and almost hits it. At the halftime buzzer, behind 15 turnovers for Loyola, 20-0. VCU points off turnovers, and the Rams lead it by 3 at the half. Carter Blackburn, Pete Gillen back here at the campus of Loyola University on the north side of Chicago. Pete, you pointed out before the game saying this was a tough matchup because VCU turns it over rather Loyola turns it over and VCU takes it away. And boy, has that played out in the first half.
No question. 20 points off turnovers, 15 turnovers. Forget about it. I'd put an ice pack over my head if I had to coach a team in the first half like that. Points off turnovers. Schweiger goes in there, 3 turnovers. Redshirt freshman, a good player. Take care of the ball. Nice back cut. Norris goes to sleep. Ball with a finish. Boop. Young man Quinn, freshman. Pump fake. And take care of the basketball.
And yet, when Loyola hasn't turned it over, they have been effective on offense. I mean, shooting 60% in the first half when they don't turn it over.
Exactly, Carter. So they're doing some good things, but take care of the ball. What does that mean? Protect it with your body. Use your body as a weapon. Fake a pass to make a pass. All right, keep the dribble low. Have an arm out to protect. Got to be smart now. Once again, it's been a big problem all year. One of the worst in the country. Coming into the game, 16 turnovers a game. Right now, they got 15 and a half.
12 of 18 from the free throw line in the first half for VCU. Another benchmark for the Rams, getting to the free throw line even on the road.
Yep. Carter, the first 5 minutes of the second half is key in almost every game, especially for Loyola. Get back in the game and get their leading scorer going. Philip Alston, tremendous player. No points. Donut.
5 Ramblers playing with 2 personal fouls to begin the second half. Schweiger finds Norris. Kennedy in tight. Kennedy floater won't go. Fight for the rebound. Won by Welch on the boards. Tie up. Now that's another advantage on the boards. Loyola has been big on the rebounds.
Yep. Went up there. Welch is fighting. He's giving what he's got. Yep. For the tie-up is a foul. Jamie Lucky with the call.
Foul called on Kern, his first. Norris.
Tough matchup with Baldwin.
Alston, who sat for most of the last 9 minutes because of foul trouble, misses his first look at the second half, still hasn't scored. Loyola's leading scorer, leading rebounder.
Not a good shot. A little frustrated. He's cold because he hadn't played. I would post him up, Carter. Get him the ball inside. Try to draw a foul for Philip Alston. Get him in the game. Get him in the groove.
DeLoach off the bounce. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. None misses, rebound, almost controlled by Johns. Schweiger in the front court for Loyola, gives it back. Welch thought about the 3. Instead gives it to Kennedy. Poked away by Johns, Kennedy gets it back.
Put the ball to Alston.
Kennedy hits the 3. Even at 35.
5 for 7 from downtown, over 70% for the Ramblers. It's the thing that's keeping him in the game.
Long 2. So that means VCU 35-34. Foot was on the line. Out of bounds. Let's take a look at the deep shot from Kennedy.
Yep.
That was called a 2 on the court, but they're going to look at that again and find that's a 3.
Yeah, looked like a 3, Carter. Close, but I think it was a 3.
So next stoppage of play, that's one that the officials will look at and likely reverse to a 3. Norris attacks. Schweiger down the baseline, dumps it off. Welch rejected from behind by Kern. VCU on the run. Kern gets it back and in. Nick Kern Jr., the sophomore from St. Louis.
Vashon High School, great basketball school in St. Louis. Player named Anthony Bonner was a tremendous player years ago, Carter. 86 to 90. Played from Vashon High School. Oh boy.
Kern off another Loyola turnover.
Schweiger should not be bringing the ball up the court against the Rams.
Johns draws a double. Baldwin on Alston. Baldwin draws foul number 3 on Philip Alston.
VCU, their defense gets their offense going. Great block by Kern Jr. Push it ahead. Nice bounce pass. Bang. Reward the guy that made the great defensive play.
Consequential third foul on Alston. Baldwin gets the first. He has 8 points to go along with 2 assists, only 1 turnover. Alston to the bench. Jamero Wilson, the grad transfer from Lehigh, into the game for Loyola. Baldwin gets them both.
Norris got to handle the ball. Schweiger gets a good player, but the redshirt freshman can't handle the ball against this pressure.
Welch picks up his dribble. Wilson off the bounce. Wilson, another turnover. Baldwin with the steal. Off a bad pass from Wilson. Back cut, Kern Jr. off the look from Baldwin.
We're getting that all night, Carter. Back cut from the baseline. Ramblers are losing sight of their man. He's cutting behind him on the baseline. Layup.
24-0, the points off turnovers number now. And the first minutes. VCU has a 41-35 lead on Loyola Chicago. So as we expected with the officials during that stoppage going to the replay monitor, this becomes a 3-pointer for Kennedy and 35 on the board for Loyola. And right now, Loyola needs every point it can get.
Down 6-3 to start the second half, which is a key part of every game. I don't get those scarves, Carter. Nice scarves. You need that in the Windy City.
Balmy weather, however, here in Chicago.
Yeah, tremendous. Beautiful day.
Key possession here for Loyola as VCU is taking control off of 17 Loyola turnovers.
Hit.
Norris hits the deck. Fight for the loose ball. Timeout granted?
Yes.
I believe so. Timeout granted to VCU.
Everybody's in the transfer portal. My wife put me in the transfer portal. Nobody accepted, so I had to go back.
I think Jenny made the right decision, Pete.
Get rid of me, I know.
3 turnovers in the last 3 trips for VCU. Alston back in the game, but he has to back away as DeLoach gets the lay, and it's the largest lead of the game for VCU.
You're the Rams. Keep going inside. DeLoach, get him the basketball. Very talented guy. And no answer for him. Down 8. Danger time now for the Ramblers. Got to get a good shot. Alston's got to get going.
Loyola led by 9 early, trails by 8 now. Alston misses again, still scoreless in the game. Shriver gets the rebound for VCU. Baldwin in tight, DeLoach finishes it all.
He's going to the big dog. Let the big dog eat. DeLoach, talented big guy, very emotional. Get him the basketball and have no answer for him.
10 straight for the Rams. Schweiger finding Welch. Good finish around the rim.
Welch doing a great job. Did a great job slipping the screen, Carter. Right? Fake the screen, roll to the basket. Welch makes a living on that. 1-2-2 zone by the Rambler. Doing that because they're killing him inside, right, with big guys and dribble penetration. They can beat you from the outside. Once again, when you change defense, a lot of times teams don't score.
Score on this trip. DeLoach finds Shriver.
Here goes my philosophy. But you had to do it. Change your pace. Good offense.
Schweiger. That's an offensive foul. Turnover number 19. And the third personal on Schweiger.
Yep. Driving. He's there hard. Pushes off. Mayor Watkins drew the charge. Back to man now for the Ramblers.
Baldwin traps. Welch reaches in. That's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow will keep it on this end.
Mike Rhodes did a great job here with the Rams.
Shriver's pass taken away. Kennedy saves it off of Watkins.
Drew Valentine, young coach, 31 years old. Youngest D1 coach in the country.
Kennedy brings it up on Baldwin. Picks up the dribble and throws it away. Turnover number 20.
When you be in trap card, you have to have 3 angles. Sideline, middle, other sideline. That time they didn't have it. He said the sideline, they threw it away.
It's a 12-2 VCU run. Double-digit lead for the first time in the game for either side. And DeLoach adds to it.
Great move by DeLoach. Keep going him. Let him touch the ball almost every time down.
VCU's hit its last 6 field goals.
Most of them in the paint.
Kennedy penetrates and throws it away.
DeLoach, nice spin, terrific footwork, nice soft touch. Might have gone off Shriver's foot.
In the last 8 trips, 6 turnovers for Loyola. Baldwin, another back cut. Another tough finish at the rim. Watkins, rolls off, but Watkins earns a trip to the free throw line.
Back cutting all long. Pete Carrill, the late great Princeton coach, would love that, Carter. Watkins, terrific player, missed all last season with a torn ACL. 4th foul on Alston. Tough night for the transfer at California University of Pennsylvania, Division II.
Watkins misses the first of 2. Here comes Wilson again, replacing Alston. We talked to Alston earlier today. He said we have to outdog VCU. That's his words. That has not been the case for Loyola tonight.
VCU's coming off their best game of the year, I thought, Carter, against Davidson. Fabulous game against a good Davidson team. So right now they're on a roll. Won 6 out of 7, as you mentioned before. They're playing really well.
Welch in tight, foul called on DeLoach. Second personal on DeLoach. Sending Tom Welch to the free throw line. Only 4 points from the stripe tonight for Loyola.
That's because VCU does a great job protecting the rim corner. DeLoach inside, blocks your shots. Brandon Johns, really tough around the rim.
Welch gets the second of 2. Shriver tries the three and hits it. Just the second made three of the game for VCU, so the Rams have done it without the three ball tonight after 15 threes on Saturday.
Yep.
Building a double-digit lead with only 2 made threes tonight.
Yeah. Shriver's a tremendous three-point shooter. Started slow this year, but had a big one last game, Carter, right? 6 threes. Oh, something.
Foul called on Jackson.
Right now, Loyola's very frustrated. Player. DeLoach, only a sophomore.
The number of the night for Mike Rhodes' VCU Rams, 29 points off turnovers. They've turned Loyola over 21 times tonight. 10 steals in the game for VCU. And we still have 11:43 to go.
Right. The defense certainly got their offense going for the Rams.
Norris bumps. Touched by VCU, so Loyola keeps it.
Assist to Gene. Had a nice visit with Hug Carter before the game. Mentioned before. 103 years old. God bless him.
Nervous about the Ramblers' chances tonight.
Yeah, a little nervous.
Norris. Off a good look. Nearly knocked in.
Yep.
Watkins keeps it alive.
I mean, Welch have been the bright light so far for Loyola, but not much help other players.
Shriver and one. Wilson called for the foul. Shriver nails the three.
Nice pass way downtown. Shriver, money. Tremendous three-point shooter. Struggled early in the season, wouldn't get many looks, getting a little more confident now, a little more touches. Terrific three-point shooter.
Alston coming back into the game with 4 personal fouls. It's desperation time for Loyola. Shriver finishes off the 4-point play. Shriver has 9 points all this half. And it's another 12-2 run. This is the second 12-2 run of the second half for VCU.
And the defense has been relentless.
Kennedy. It's taken away by Baldwin. And a foul on the other end. More defense into offense.
Yep. Shriver comes off the screen now. He raises up. Gets bumped. Right, fan reaction. Now we got guys in the corner. Oh no. Oh my God. No, no. Oh no. Oh no. That's what I would have said if I was a coach. They rally though. Bounce it back. Go get a possible adult beverage afterwards.
Frustrating night for Loyola and the Loyola fans.
There you go. National recognition for the fans. You know they're with the Ramblers, right? When they reacted that way.
Just 7 points in the second half, 7 turnovers in the second half for Loyola. Good showing from the VCU fans here in Chicago.
Yep. Great fan base. We've done games in the Siegel Center in Richmond, where VCU's located, Carter, right? Great atmosphere. Tremendous fans.
Loyola into the front court. Alston drops it off. Golden kick out. Kept alive by Alston. In tight. And the first bucket of the game for Alston.
Back in the basket. He's too quick for Shriver. Nice finish. Philip Alston, leading scorer, leading rebounder, you said before, Carter, for Loyola.
Transfer from California University of Pennsylvania, the D2 Vulcans. Too much VCU.
VCU was picked third preseason poll, the A10 by the coaches and selected media.
Baldwin floater with the flex.
That's one of the reasons why. Preseason first team all A10 selection, Ace Baldwin Jr. Tremendous player.
11 points in the game for Ace Baldwin. Floater goes for Sheldon Edwards, the junior from West Palm Beach, Florida. Baldwin finds a cutting Johns, poked away by Kennedy. Loyola gets a steal. Into the corner, the three won't go for Alston. Golden there to follow it up as Johns takes a bomb. Bryce Golden, who started every game for Butler last year.
Yeah, 9 points a game, about 6 rebounds for Butler. Good player, just trying to get acclimated to a new program, new system.
Watkins attacks and draws a foul. Loyola Chicago back same time next week as they welcome the St. Louis Billikens. Action tips off at 7 Eastern here on CBS Sports Network. In the net, Dayton clearly ahead, and it has been Dayton with a rally in the net.
Yep, Dayton, we did him a couple weeks ago, Carter, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Dayton, right? We were impressed with them. Right? They're a very talented team. They beat Wyoming in United Center where the Bulls play. They're not healthy. Malachi Smith, right, hasn't played yet. Terrific point guard for the Dayton Flyers. And Elvis, guard. Hopefully he'll get back. Both of them will get back soon. So Dayton, I think, is a great chance of going to the big dance. Either at large bid possibly, or they have some work to do, right, or win the tournament.
Ron Holmes the second, a difference maker for Dayton for sure.
You're right, coach. Tremendous player. Malachi Smith, very good point guard. I had a brother named Scoochie Smith. Remember Scoochie?
Oh, yeah.
Scoochie, a terrific point guard for the Flyers.
VCU expects to be a factor in the A10. They can hang on tonight, go to 3-1.
They will be. Terrific team. Go to Dayton next, Scott. That'll be a big game. Dayton's undefeated at home, 9-0.
Foul off the ball on Baldwin. Second on Baldwin.
Step! Get through it!
Another foul off the ball.
VCU's very physical. Those are fouls. There's a rule, 10-1-4, physical contact. Physicality, freedom of movement. Those are fouls. Rose didn't agree.
Baldwin gets his third.
Yeah, he's right.
And now one on Jackson.
Yeah. No, you start arguing with referees. No, you argue with the referees, they make you pay. You got to be quiet. Zeb Jackson, just be quiet. You're up 17 points, Rams. Don't take a ditch. Don't alienate the officials now. Yep. Good move by Coach Mike Rhodes to get Zeb Jackson out, pull him off a little bit, and you get him back in later if he needs him. Yep. From Michigan, terrific athlete.
Norris gets the first.
Keep going inside to DeLoach. Can't guard him. Too athletic.
Baldwin lost the handle. Touched by Kennedy for Loyola. So VCU keeps it.
Call by the officials.
None on the wing. Baldwin 7 to shoot. Gets a screen, takes the three. Foul fighting for the rebound is on the floor. Looks like it's on Tom Welch. 4 on Welch. So Golden's going to have to come back in for Welch.
Ramblers got to get Golden going. He's a good player. He's got to get in sync. He's skilled. Play with some confidence. Give him a chance. At least don't want to play with two big guys. Welch a good player, so.
Kennedy in the paint. Here's Golden. Nested in tight. DeLoach has the rebound. Johns, tough one off the window. Brandon Johns Jr.
Nice move. Skilled big guy. Transfer from Michigan.
Worth a reminder, Loyola led this game by 9 early. But it has been all VCU since 66-48.
Yeah, we got LeWolf, the mascot. He's doing a great job. He's one of the top 10 in the country. He's a former basketball coach. He couldn't win on the road, so now he's a mascot.
Well, a player making sure that Mike Rhodes doesn't have that same fate, turning into a mascot. David Shriver.
Shriver doing it, Carter. Inside, outside. Tremendous three-point shooter. Transfer from Hartford. Bang. Long shooter, great form. Started off slow, but now he's getting his rhythm. At 6 threes in one game. Terrific. 9 points in the second half, as you mentioned.
Played 3 years at Division II Alderson Brodus in his hometown of Philippi, West Virginia.
Yep.
Then a year in Hartford. Saturday had the hot hand versus Davidson with 6 made threes. He's been terrific. All his scoring here in the second half. Norris gets them both.
Norris doing a great job. 14 points. A little pressure here. 1-2-1-1 press. Sometimes you like to press a pressing team, but helping you down this many points.
19 fouls committed by Loyola. 22 turnovers. Make it 20 fouls committed by Loyola. That one on Wilson. Third on Wilson, 1-1. Baldwin had a career-high 28 points in a win over Vanderbilt. Gets the first, the 1-1.
Missed 5 games this year with injuries. The Rams are not the same team when he's not on the floor.
Gets them both, the junior from Baltimore, St. Francis Academy. That's amazing. 31-2.
Points off turnovers. 31-2. Favor the Rams.
From down 9 to up 18. That's how you do it.
Yep. Good ball.
Kennedy in the paint, gets fouled by DeLoach.
Calm down, DeLoach. Playing great.
Third on Jalen DeLoach. Two shots coming for Kennedy.
Down threes.
DeLoach with the rebound off the free throw miss from Kennedy. Kennedy only 1 for 6 from the free throw line. DeLoach off the bounce. Nunn pulls up from the elbow. Boarded by Kennedy. Lob ahead, Alston with a nice catch and a nice finish.
Alston, tremendous athlete. Just couldn't get going today. Foul trouble. Good defense by the Rams.
Baldwin picked off by Alston. Alston running the floor, end-to-end and one. A late surge from Philip Alston.
Turnabout is fair play. Had to step in, Alston, attacking the basket. Going to the hoop, little Euro step. Nice finish, Philip Alston. 6'6", junior.
And the 4th foul on Baldwin. So Baldwin has to take a seat. Zeb Jackson back into the game. He has 4 personal fouls as well. Alston finishes off the 3-point play. That's 5 straight points for Alston.
1-2-1-1 zone press by Loyola, trying to get their defense, help their offense get going. You should take your time. The clock's your biggest friend right now. Get some touches caught, it lasts under 10 seconds. Get it to DeLoach, let him take his man.
Jackson bumped by Schweiger.
Not a good foul.
4th on Schweiger.
Schweiger's a redshirt freshman, going to be a very good player. Playing against some very tough, talented players from the Rams.
One and one for Jackson, the transfer from Michigan. Missed the front end, but got his own rebound.
Tremendous athlete, Zeb Jackson. DeLoach.
Watkins lost the dribble, picked it up. Misses the floater. Norris brings the Ramblers back. Tries the 3. Boarded by Watkins.
Not a good shot caught. He's a little off balance. Going to his left. Feet weren't set.
And VCU in no rush.
Exactly. Take their time, run the clock. You can play D, just protect the ball. Get a good shot now if you're the Rams.
Jackson running point, lost the handle, finds Watkins. Inside on Welch. Welch knocks it away. Watkins gets it back and finishes right before the buzzer. That's stick-to-itiveness from Jameer Watkins.
Persistence. Calvin Wilson. Calvin Coolidge. Persistence. There we go. Welch had a good game. Playing well for the Ramblers.
Jaden Nunn holds until the shot clock winds down. Into the hands of Jackson playing point with Baldwin on the bench. DeLoach turnaround, that's a blocking foul. Sends us to another timeout.
A chance to lead the Rams back to the NCAA tournament.
With Baldwin on the floor, plus 17 tonight for VCU.
Fabulous player.
On the bench now with the 4 personal fouls, but he set the table for a VCU win on the road against the Ramblers.
Any league, Carter, it's tough to win on the road. Difficult. They know you inside out. Everybody, opponents, they know what to take away. Any win is like gold in the league on the road.
This one would take VCU to 3-1 in the A-10 and send the Ramblers to 0-4 in their first year in the Atlantic 10.
Well, Ramblers, great year last year, as you know, won 25 games, but they lost 5 of their top 7 scorers. 11 new guys, so they have talent. We talked before, they beat Clemson. They have talent, just got to put it together.
Off the Kennedy missed 3 out of bounds. It's off of VCU. And Baldwin's coming back into the game for the last 3:12. Kennedy lost it on the way up into the hands of DeLoach. Baldwin, kick out, Shriver, 3 off a good look from Baldwin.
He's money, you mentioned before, 6 threes last game against Davidson. Knocking him down, second half.
Assist number 8 for Baldwin. 12 points in the game for Shriver, all in the second half. Alston off the bounce. Boarded by Watkins, and a chance for VCU to run some more clock. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. Watkins on Alston. Watkins in tight. Welch bothered the shot on the way up. Alston. Welch tries a 3.
No foul, Keith. No foul, Keith.
Baldwin breaks any pressure, but throws that one out of bounds.
Shriver's a designated shooter. Penetrate Baldwin. They like each other. Baldwin likes to penetrate. Shriver catch and shoot. Nice form, nice follow through. Struggled first 15 games, 28%. Last game 6 for 8 Carter this year. This game here 4-3, so he's getting his groove, getting his confidence, and they're finding him. He's a new player, mentioned.
Alston hits a 3 for Loyola. Timeout, Ramblers. Pete, you gave us keys to the game earlier. Dare I say that create points off Loyola turnovers has been an advantage for VCU.
Wow. First of all, VCU take care of the rock, yes. Only 10 turnovers for VCU. They average 15. Create points off Loyola turnovers, points off 34. Wow. Loyola knocked down 3s. Well, 6 for 14 isn't bad. Ball security, nope. Loyola turnovers 22. So, unfortunately, they're one of the worst teams in the country in turning the ball over. They don't have a pure point guard, Carter. Braden Norris is an excellent, excellent player, but he's like a combo. They need a quick penetrator. He can create shots for himself and his teammates. Norris, terrific player, but he's like a combo, part point, part two. You mentioned before, he shot 44% from three-point land coming into the season, and that's what he does best. And he can play the point, but he'd be more comfortable, I think, off the ball a lot.
Going to go to the monitor here to see who touched it last. That's close.
Close. Norris hit it first, you think, Carter? It's tough to tell.
That's tough. Norris clearly gets it first, but was it touched after that by the Ram?
Here's the Wolf, top 10 mascots in the country. Coaching career was a little shaky, but as a mascot guard, he's very strong.
Your top 10 has more than 10 mascots in it, Pete. I've noticed over the years.
I'm kind of liberal.
For those of you tuning in for the Villanova versus DePaul game, you'll be able to find that online at cbssports.com/CBSSN as soon as it tips off. And of course, we'll get you out there immediately after the conclusion of this game.
I think it's Loyola ball. I thought Morris touched it. I think that VCU guy got it last, but tough to tell, Carter. Braden Norris, fifth-year senior, terrific player for the Ramblers.
Earl Watson and Brett Smith have a long look at it. The call was VCU ball out of bounds off of Norris. See. It's going to be out of bounds off of VCU.
Here's the Wolf, hanging in. Dance, got more moves than a can of worms, the Wolf. We were bonding with him before the game. Like him. Here he goes. I don't know if he was a dancer before he coached, but he's got some moves. There we go. Here's the Wolf. There he goes. He likes us. All right, Wolf. You're the man. Oh, you're the Wolf.
Alston dunks it down. On a long night for Loyola, Alston's finish has been a highlight. Watkins fouled on the other end.
Nice screen by Norris. Throw it up. Philip Alston, tremendous player. Big time dunk. Great athlete. Terrific player. Didn't have his best night, but certainly the best move of the night for me. Up, and away.
On the other end, Welch picks up his fifth, so Welch fouls out.
All 13 points for Alston was in the second half. Foul trouble. Really hurt him.
Watkins gets the first of two.
Well, he had a terrific game, Carter. I thought he played very well.
Watkins gets the second of two. 6 Rams in double figures. From down 9 early, VCU takes command. Roaring back, forcing 22 turnovers. 11 steals in the game for VCU.
The defense gets their offense going. That's in their DNA. It's always been. Just hard-nosed players, good athletes, very aggressive.
Watkins finds DeLoach for the dunk. An exclamation point for VCU.
DeLoach, a terrific young player, only a sophomore.
VCU backs off defensively, giving Alston a layup. 15 points in the second half for Alston. Lost the ball into the stands.
Yep.
Hey, set that up. Ace over here. Set it up. Set it up. Double screen. Use it. Use it, Ace. Go, B. Go, J-Nut. Go, J-Nut.
Get it into Baldwin. VCU will have a chance to dribble out. Its third A-10 win of the year. After another slow start, getting down by 9. Mike Rhodes' Rams reverse the script, forcing 22 turnovers, 11 steals in the game for VCU, and the Rams win it 78-64.